Hey, legends in the making! You're tuned to WWE Uncovered, bringing WWE to your screen daily. Hit that bell, and let's start. Saturday night's main event delivered excitement and unforgettable moments. But what truly defined the evening happened behind the scenes, away from the roaring crowd and bright lights. While the arena was still buzzing with energy and fans were celebrating their favorite superstars, a quieter, more intimate moment unfolded in the hallways backstage. It was a moment that wasn't captured on camera, yet it carried the weight of history and legacy, one that wrestling fans will remember in their hearts forever. Walking through history. John Cena, one of the most iconic figures in professional wrestling, walked through the silent corridors. The echoes of the crowd still lingered faintly, but there were no cheers here, no flashbulbs, no scripted entertainment. Just the raw reality of what may have been the final match of a career that spanned decades. Each step seemed to carry the weight of years spent in the ring. Countless battles fought, and a journey defined by dedication, discipline, and unwavering passion. For Cena, this wasn't just another night. It was a reflection of a lifetime's work and a career that influenced generations of fans around the world. A meeting of legends. As Cena walked, he encountered Roman Reigns, a fellow superstar whose own path in wrestling has been nothing short of remarkable. There were no cameras, no announcing voices, no chants. It was just the two of them, standing face to face, two figures whose careers have defined entire eras in WWE. The atmosphere was heavy with unspoken respect, and the tension wasn't one of rivalry, but of understanding. Here were two men who knew what it meant to dedicate their lives to the craft, two men who had battled, triumphed, and inspired millions. A silent gesture. Roman extended his hand, a simple gesture loaded with meaning. In that handshake, there was a conversation without words, a sharing of experiences, struggles, and victories. He pulled Cena in slightly, a gesture that spoke of connection, admiration, and acknowledgement. Then, in a voice meant only for Cena, he whispered words of respect. It was private, intimate, and sincere. No cameras were rolling, no fans were screaming. It was a quiet, human moment between two professionals who understood each other in a way only those who've lived through the highs and lows of wrestling could. Shared respect. In their eyes, one could see the reflection of shared history. They were rivals in the ring, competitors who had driven each other to new heights, but they were also allies in spirit, united by a common understanding of the sacrifices it takes to succeed in wrestling. Every victory, every defeat, every challenge and comeback had shaped them into the legends they are today. This was more than a handshake or a brief conversation. It was a celebration of their journeys and a recognition of the mutual respect that runs deeper than any storyline or match outcome ever could. Honoring a career Roman took a moment to thank John Cena for everything he contributed to WWE. This wasn't just a casual acknowledgement, it was a recognition of a career that defined generations, a career that inspired countless young wrestlers to follow in his footsteps. Cena's influence on the industry is immeasurable, from his iconic matches and championship reigns to his dedication to fans and his ability to transcend the sport itself. This simple act of gratitude underscored the impact Cena had on those around him, including his peers and the very man standing before him in that quiet hallway. A collision of eras. In that brief, powerful interaction, two eras collided. Cena represents the past and the golden moments that shaped modern wrestling, while Roman embodies the present and the future of the sport. Yet in this moment, they were equals, legends who understood the sacrifices, the triumphs, and the relentless demands of their profession. Their handshake and shared words were more than a goodbye. They were a bridge between generations, a moment that captured the essence of wrestling as both sport and storytelling. It was a reminder that legacy isn't just measured in titles or accolades, but in the respect, mentorship, and inspiration passed from one wrestler to another. The weight of goodbye. Goodbyes in professional wrestling are rarely easy, especially for someone like John Cena, whose career has been so intertwined with the WWE Universe. The hallway they stood in may have been empty, but the emotions were palpable. There was pride, nostalgia, gratitude, and a quiet acknowledgement of time passing. This wasn't a dramatic farewell for the cameras. It was a real, human moment, a final chapter in a story that has inspired millions. For Cena, it was an opportunity to reflect on his journey. For Roman, it was a chance to honor someone who paved the way for the next generation. A career that inspired generations. John Cena's career has been defined not only by his in-ring achievements, but by his character, charisma, and ability to connect with people of all ages. Fans grew up watching him, learning lessons about perseverance, respect, and hard work. He transcended wrestling, becoming a symbol of determination and resilience. Moments like these backstage serve as a reminder of the impact a dedicated individual can have, not just in their field, but on the hearts and minds of those who look up to them. Cena's legacy is not just measured in matches won or titles earned, but in the countless lives he has touched through his dedication and presence. A quiet celebration. While the world saw only the spectacle of the main event, the backstage moment between Cena and Roman Reigns was a quiet celebration of achievement, respect, and human connection. It reminded everyone that wrestling is more than physical prowess. It's about the people, the stories, and the relationships built along the way. It's about recognizing those who came before and those who will carry the torch forward. In that hallway, away from the lights and cameras, two legends honored each other in the simplest and most profound way possible. An end of an era. Last night marked more than just a match. It marked the end of an era. John Cena's contributions to wrestling are monumental, and moments like this show the depth of his impact on the sport and the people around him. It's a reminder to cherish not just the matches and the moments captured on screen, but also the personal, human interactions that shape the legacy of wrestling. The respect shared between Cena and Roman is a testament to the enduring bonds formed in a world that can often seem larger than life. Legacy and gratitude. As fans, we celebrate the performances we see, but it's moments like these that resonate on a deeper level. It's a reminder that behind every persona, every storyline, and every match, there are real people who pour their hearts and souls into their craft. John Cena's legacy is one of inspiration, commitment, and undeniable impact. Roman Reigns' quiet gesture of gratitude encapsulates the respect of an entire generation of wrestlers and fans. Together, they remind us that the essence of wrestling lies not only in entertainment, but in the human connections that define it. A farewell to remember. In that quiet backstage hallway, John Cena and Roman Reigns shared a farewell that words can scarcely capture. It was a meeting of legends, a silent acknowledgement of achievement, and a celebration of a career that touched millions. As the curtain falls on this chapter of Cena's journey, his influence will continue to echo in arenas, hearts, and memories around the world. The stories of perseverance, respect, and camaraderie that define wrestling will forever carry the mark of his presence. Last night, we witnessed not just an end, but a legacy, immortalized in respect, gratitude, and shared history.